It's a new year, it's my 50th video, and it's time for the first Plus Dive of 2018.
Space. Among the glittering stars and worlds, creatures across the galaxy all locked in an eternal struggle for survival, for domination, for love.
And a chance to kick the crap out of each other for cash and prizes. Welcome to Star Blood Arena!
Well, this was one of the demos that's been available since the PSVR came out, or shortly after at least, and this is definitely fun. It's a kind of a space shooter game, though, you know, as you can see here, sometimes you're on an inside environment, kind of like a cave for mining or something. But it's fast-paced. You aim mostly by looking. I mean, obviously you're going to turn also. Fast-paced, definitely satisfying for when you finish off an enemy. And it is pretty much what you see here, but that is okay.
Watch me not find anyone now.
As per usual, Starblood Arena will be available for the next 2 months for free on your PSVR headset. Next up we have the Telltale Batman series, which starts out by letting you pick your Bat Tech color. How fun. But as usual, it is a very story-driven thing. Telltale have made their mark by taking existing movie and TV properties and doing a really good job of translating them to kind of a modern version of point-and-click adventures. You get prompts for responding to individuals or environmental issues, and those choices can really flavor how the rest of the game goes. Being Batman, there are also quick time events, but they do a pretty good job of giving you enough time to react. And it's put together in a way that still lets you enjoy what's going on the screen.
Why go to all that trouble for this?
Plus,
Say hi, Bruce.
Bruce can dad joke with the best of them.
Hi, Bruce.
Pick up the Telltale Batman series with your PS Plus subscription this month for the PS4. Where we're going, we don't need parachutes. Yes, you're a badass. This badass is the main character of Deus Ex: Mankind Divided. Shortly into the game, you get to choose whether you intend to go through this mission non-lethal or lethal. And it determines what your beginning weapon is going to be, which I thought was pretty fun. You have a bunch of different cybernetic powers, including the ability to see weaknesses and other people in the area and punch through walls, jump from high locations and land safely. There are keypads to hack, which is kind of a satisfying little mini-game. And then you have the combat. Obviously, like I said, from the choices before, I ended up starting off with a sniper rifle that fires tranquilizer darts. But if all else fails, you can use your fists. Just don't get too involved in it, because you're gonna die pretty quickly if you're not paying attention. Deus Ex Mankind Divided is available for free on the PS4 this month. Next up we have the Book of Unwritten Tales 2, which is another one from the point-and-click adventure genre. A little bit more of a classic take on it. They send you through a tutorial at first, and then you start out getting the main character here locked in her room. The bird tries to keep her in the room, so you need to try to figure out a way around the bird.
Shh. He's gone to sleep. It got dark and he's simply... No matter. I can now enjoy a few moments of peace.
Fantastic. But yeah, this game is absolutely beautiful. Moving around is pretty decent. The voice acting is really good. And I enjoyed the little bit that I played of this. And I think you will too. The Book of Unwritten Tales 2 is available for free only on the PS3 this month.
Zane's glee is interrupted with news.
Also on the PS3 we have Sacred 3.
To thwart him, he must strike and drown them with blood and fire. His words, not mine.
You start out with 4 different characters to choose from. I actually ended up picking the archer because I like ranged combat and he looked pretty cool. But it's very similar to the Diablo series, the top-down view. I felt that it was a little bit more satisfying. The combat was a little bit more satisfying. The voice acting is pretty good. It can be a little grating at times, but I did appreciate the somewhat more light-hearted take on the fantasy genre. It doesn't, bash you over the head with lightheartedness, but they're definitely a little bit more carefree. Sacred 3 is available for free on the PS3 this month with your PS Plus subscription. Moving along, we have a visual novel for the PS Vita, Psychopath's Mandatory Happiness. You get to choose from one of 2 different characters. You end up joining an investigative department. I was a little disappointed I didn't get to do more of the investigation that I was reading about. Apparently this is based on an anime, though, that gets pretty deep. Everyone has a mood detector that tells you what your personality is. But it's got little bits of information that can fill in the gaps. And if you want to try the other character, all you have to do is just dump back to the main menu, pick the other person, and start from there. But they both end up working for the CID. Psychopath's Mandatory Happiness is available for free only on the PS Vita this month. Last on the list, we have a PS Vita and PS4 cross-buy in the form of Uncanny Valley. You star as a character who really needs to get a good night's sleep, basically. There are some puzzles involved, but for the most part, you're kind of exploring the building that you work at as security. But at the end of your shift, you have to go home as quickly as possible to try to get to your bed before you fall asleep. Otherwise, you'll just kind of keel over right in the hallway. And this guy has some really weird dreams. Uncanny Valley is a cross-buy. You get to play it for free this month on your PS4 or your Vita with your subscription. That's it. If you want to see more of that footage, it's available on my YouTube channel. I stream on Twitch when I record this stuff. Subscribe there or here, and I will see you next week.